the way we respect the elders and teachers, we don't call them with the names. Why are you going to South Africa? Because that time everyone is looking at US or UK or Europe. But I always felt like that is the opportunity I got, yeah? And I wanted to use that opportunity.
Hello and welcome to 20 Minutes Abroad, the podcast where we talk about different cultures from different countries. Today we are going to talk about job opportunities and research in India and what it is like to live in South Africa, right after the intro. My guest today is Rama. Welcome, Rama. Thank you. I'm really glad that you're here today. And for the first question, I'm going to ask you, what is something unique about your home country?
Yeah, thanks for having me here. And uniqueness about our home country is basically the cultural difference, what we see, because we have a lot of festivals in India and a lot of family gatherings on these occasions. This is one main thing. And also the other thing I noticed is that the way we respect the elders and teachers, we don't call them with the names, always as a sir, or maybe if they are elder with some relation. But here I see that everyone is called with their name. So that is something different. And so otherwise everything is gone. Due to this globalization, everything is now shifting now. Even India is becoming more and more westernized. Yeah, it is.
For our next question, we have printed out some tickets, so you can choose that one yourself. So just choose one and turn it around. And there's a number on it.
Number 7.
Number 7, thank you. So the question I have for you is, what's the next city or country you want to travel to?
City or country I want to travel to, okay, maybe Singapore.
Mm-hmm. Have you been there before, or would it be the first time?
That would be a first time.
Nice. I hope you can go someday.
Thank you.
Okay, and then let's get into our first topic area, where we talk a little bit about the university and research in India. So, did you attend university in India? And if yes, what was your experience there?
Yeah, actually, I did all my basic studies in India from our regional university. The experience is that we have different types of universities we have in India, like regional universities, central universities, and IIT institutions. So in my personal case, I had to do all my studies in a private colleges because there is a huge competition in getting the seats in the government which are free. But I could not get any seats in the government, so that's why I had to do my studies in the private colleges. So otherwise, about the standards of universities, we have really a wide range of, but in my case, I was from a regional university which has a reasonable amount of resources, and that's where I also finished my PhD also. Yeah.
Okay. And how would you generally rate the university system in India?
Yeah, again, the university system, rating for the university system, it's a very broad range. I can say that below average to very good. Because, as I said, the universities are not standardized nationwide. They are in different levels. Sometimes you have regional universities which are supported only by the regional funding. There are central laboratories which are supported by the central funding, and also IIT institutes. And also the accessibility of the universities to the industries also is a critical main factor there, because some universities are very closely collaborated with the industries. So that's why they have very high standards of research activities.
Okay, interesting. And how easy is it to get into the university you desire, or get a job, or how is
again getting a seat in the university is again a very tough because you have to write all the competition exams, entrance exams, and even after writing this, we have several levels of recruiting process. So you need to have a better score, and also there is a caste-based reservation systems. So that's you have to pass all through these barriers, and then only you get a seat. And there is a lot of good number of candidates will appear these exams, and there is a huge competition. Yeah. And what is the other question you asked?
If is it also
Job. About the
if you
job.
get a job, is there also such big competition?
Yes, that's also there, but at least at the entry-level jobs, you definitely get it. But once you get the job, then like having a decent 5 to 6 years of university education, if you had that qualification, then getting a job is easy.
Is it?
But once you get a job, how do you climb in this ladder of your career? That is very tough because you have a competition and also a lot of other factors play a role there. Yeah.
And would you say that is the reason that so many Indians leave the country?
Yeah, that is one reason why they do that. And also sometimes, particularly in my case, I belong to my skills are in particular area, like called enzyme technology. So there, back in 2006, 2007, those days, we were not that strong. And I did my PhD, and also I wanted to continue my career in that field. So that's why I had to take a move, because in our universities, we are not very much expertised in that area. So then I decided to move. But I would say that having a working experience abroad is very helpful for anyone from any country, because this will open up a new channels, and also you see that how the people handle a problem, and also what are the approaches they pick to solve the problem.
Yeah, for sure. So would you say these two are the top reasons? So the competition, and also that you have more possibilities in other countries.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I see. And is the research in general supported by the government? So do you get financial resources, or how's that?
Yeah, again, the factors will really play a crucial role here. So where in which institute you are doing your research, like I said, central laboratories and IIT labs, they have very good collaboration with the industries, because they are always top ranked universities. So that's why they receive a lot of funding from the industries and also from the government side. But the regional universities is very difficult to get the funds. There is again a national level competition. Everyone has to write the proposals and get the funding. And also in the regional institutes, we have very limited equipment and resources. So in my case, for example, I did from my regional university, and I had to buy my own consumables from my earnings. So that's how it was. And also if you want to perform some specific analysis, I had to go to the nearby regional institute, central universities or research institutes to perform all the analysis. That's how. But it is getting better and better now, because government has realized the importance of research, especially in the life sciences, and they are really providing a good amount of funding nowadays.
Okay. Oh, that's really good that they're at least are aware of that and doing something to change that.
Yeah.
And when you're still in school, do they prepare you for the tough university life, or is it just like try?
Yeah, no, it's not like that. They don't prepare you for such things, but it is always taught to the students that if you work hard, if you get better score, and this way you can have a better life, or at least better education at the university level, and also in the future jobs. That's how they do. But they don't really give any kind of idea how a university education would look like when you are in the school level.
Okay. But there's a lot of focus on education, so it's expected that you go to university?
It's not expected by someone else. It's always expected by the parents itself, because in our system, education is the most important. So even a daily blue-collar worker also would want to send his son to MIT or any higher standard institutes. So that is their dream. They have always. So in that way, in one way, it is really good. But because of that, people are really having a qualification and looking for the jobs, but they are not doing any kind of other creative activities because they are always connected to the studies. That is a little bit drawback here.
Yeah, it sounds also a bit stressful if you always have the pressure.
That is always there.
Yeah. Okay, that's. I guess no, everything has like a good and a bad side to it. Maybe that's a lot of pressure is always not that nice. Okay, but before we get to our second topic area, we're going to play it in the game. So we have 2 blackboards next to us with our names on them. And we're going to get 3 questions from behind the camera where we have to guess the answer in numbers. And we have to write the numbers down on the backside of the blackboard. And then we're going to show the camera, and whoever is closest gets a point.
How many universities exist in India?
But India is really big, so a lot. You can answer every question here with a lot. I'm not sure what would be a lot for universities.
It's a rough estimation.
So, okay, you guessed 300, I guessed 270, so we're pretty close.
1,114 universities.
Possible.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
Because
a
there
lot.
are so many private universities also which we don't know the numbers. But it was a rough guess according to the states and cities. But it can go wrong anyway.
Yeah, it's really a lot. But still, the first point goes to you. You were still closer.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to the second question.
How many gated communities exist in South Africa?
A lot?
A lot, but still, I would say that
Didn't even know that gated communities are such a big thing there.
I would write.
That's not enough for sure, but let's just give
I don't know. I'm even
18. Okay, your guess
because
is
I
18.
lived in South Africa, but I did not experience much of the gated communities.
Okay, that makes sense that if you
I
have
don't
that
know.
knowledge.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong still.
Okay, so your guess is 18, my guess is 3,700.
6,500 gated communities.
Oh, okay.
That's actually not too bad.
Yeah, but
Okay. So, 1 point for me at least. I wasn't really good today yet. Last question.
What's the distance between New Delhi and Cape Town?
New Delhi and Cape Town.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Your guess is 6,500 kilometers, and my guess is 4,700 kilometers.
9,297.1 kilometers.
Oh, that's really far. I didn't expect it to be that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, second point to you. So you won. Okay. We can put them back again. So, thank you for playing. And since you won, we also have a little present for you. Thank you. So we have some chocolates. I hope you like them.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for playing. And let's get into our second topic area where we talk a little bit about your move to South Africa and how you adjusted to living in a different cultural city or also country. So why did you decide to move to South Africa, and what was the move like for you?
Yeah, this is the most interesting question. I always would love to answer to this question because I experienced this. So I can say that my move to South Africa was an accidental, but my move to Graz was an intentional. So back in 2006, I actually wanted to move to Graz because of my field where I am working, enzyme technology. So I realized that Graz it has a very good expertise in this field, and there were so many publications were coming out from Graz universities in this vicinity. So I contacted several professors from these universities, and no one responded to me. Only one professor was always responding, and I was asking for a position to move to Graz, because by that time I finished my PhD, and I wanted to do some postdoc research here. But he did not offer, but at the same time he was always encouraging to stay in touch.
Is it?
Yeah. And that time there was a very specialized field where I wanted to work. But to impress this professor, I took the opportunity in South Africa, because in the same area they offered a research position there. So that's how I went to South Africa. But at the end, everything went well according to my plan. I met the same professor in UK in 2011, and he immediately offered me a position here. And in 2011, I eventually came to Graz.
Okay, well, that's really interesting
That's
story.
a very interesting story. I must write a book one day on this, because I skipped so much in between, because in these 4 years of my stay in South Africa, I was doing research, but always aiming how to impress this professor. So, because we published a lot of publications, and always we used to put this professor's name as a reviewer. So, he already reviewed my papers before we met in UK in 2011. So, that's why it did not take much time to offer a position again. Yeah.
Nice. So all of your troubles it worked out in the end.
Yeah, that was really good. And about what the other question you asked about
How was the move like?
Yeah, so like I said, that was, I wanted to really do this. It was, I just got that opportunity and I did, but also people asked why are you going to South Africa, because that time everyone is looking at US or UK or Europe, but I always felt like that is the opportunity I got, and I wanted to use that opportunity. And also there, it wasn't in this field, there was no advancement in that field, so there in South Africa, so I got a good opportunity there to go and establish everything. So that's the reason why I moved. And after going there, with my career-wise, I did not face any problems. The people were very good. My professor was very welcoming and she was very supportive. All the colleagues were very good. Otherwise, some small things we found, we experienced because of the foreign land. Otherwise, in total, the experience was very excellent. And the whole stay.
Okay, that's really good. I'm glad that it was nice.
Yeah.
And since you said that you didn't experience a lot of gated communities there, what was your living situation like in South Africa?
Yeah, I was living in an apartment. I don't know whether you call it as a gated community, but there was a gate there to access. But I don't know, you still call it as a gated community. But the place where I was living, Bloemfontein, it is known as pretty much a safer place compared to the rest of the South Africa. And this place is situated in Orange Free State province. And this whole region is very well known as a very safe area. So we haven't had any problem there, but only certain things like we could not just immediately run into the neighbor's house. And that's why we had a bit problem in the very beginning. But my wife, because of my wife's social skills, she could make good amount of friends, family friends, and within 6 months' time, we were already having the social gatherings. And
That's good, because I think it's probably really difficult to get to a new country and then also like find new friends, new people there.
Yeah. But we were very lucky because, as I said, because of my wife's skills, and also she made a step forward to talk to the people, and in that way she showed her openness to talk, and people started talking to us, and everything went very well.
Yeah.
And very memorable stay there we had.
That's nice. So you have the memories forever. And were there any major cultural differences that you really had to adjust to, or was it smooth?
Cultural differences, just like any Western country, culture-wise, we have different some differences, but we could easily get along with those things, and that was not a big problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it didn't take a lot of time for you to adjust to your new life?
No.
I think that's the best case, actually. And now that you live in Austria, is there something you missed from your life in India or also South Africa?
Yeah, in a way, yes. For example, compared not with South Africa, but compared to Indian life, then definitely we have families in India, and those gatherings we are missing, and also my school friends there we have there, and also the other most important thing is we also always have movies and watching the movies on very first day, and these things I missed in the past, but not now because I have more bigger things to do in my life. So, and also the technology has improved a lot now since then, and we have several means to really get connected with the rest of the world. So that's why. But and also we do visit to India every year.
Okay, that's really good.
All these missing activities we do together and in one go. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice that you have kind of the tradition to do that every year.
Yeah.
So now you're here and you're basically living your dream, right?
Yeah. True. That's true. Yeah.
Really nice. So thank you. Thank you for
very
being
much.
here. Before we wrap up, we have a sticker for you because we're collecting stickers from all our guests. And for you, we have a India sticker today
Thank you.
that you can put somewhere in the suitcase where you feel comfortable. Thank you for being here today, and also thank you to our listeners. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a like and a comment if you have something to say. Make sure to subscribe to our channels, and we'll see you in our next episode.